Standard 9th. Subject Political Science. Chapter 1st. Post World War Political Developments. Let's revise. In the civics textbooks, till now, we have studied local self government institutions, India's constitution, and our political system or governmental structure. In this class, we are going to study India's relations with the world. You must have understand world geography through the study of geography. You, you must have become familiar with the global historical events through the study of history. Now, through the study of political science, we are going to study India's relations with the world and some major global issues. We are dependent on different persons, institutions, and organizations in the society for different reasons and for different facilities. Our social life is interdependent and mutual cooperation has a very important place in it, just as it is true about individuals and society. It applies to different nations as well. There are many independent nations in the world like India. Some exchange and interaction goes on between them constantly. A system of all these independent, sovereign states comes up. We call it international system. Let us get to know some features of this international system. Interdependence. All the countries of the world are dependent on each other for one reason or the other. However big, prosperous, or developed a nation may be, it can never be self sufficient about all its needs. Even big nations have to depend upon other big and small nations. Thus, interdependence is an important feature of the international system, that is today's global system. International relations through foreign policy. Every nation has policies about its internal dealings as also about its relations with other nations. Such a policy is called foreign policy. We are going to study India's foreign policy in details in the next chapter. Background. The world in which we live today has been shaped through many events and developments. Hence, we need to go back to history in order to understand today's world. We know that two world wars were fought in the last century. These were the most important events in the world in that century. The world completely changed because of them. New currents of thoughts emerged. Let us understand what else happened due to these world wars. First World War. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918. Major countries of Europe took part in it. Europe had a very central place in the international or global system at that time. The war caused a tremendous loss of life and property. The countries which joined the war suffer tremendous economic losses. Even the countries which did not join the war were impacted by the war. The economies of the victorious as well as the losing countries collapsed. Countries involved in the First World War. Allied powers Britain, France, Russia, Italy, America. Central powers Germany, Australia, Hungary, Ottoman Empire, Bulgaria. At the end of the First World War, all the nations felt that such a war should not happen again, and some measures need to be taken to achieve that end. An international organization called the League of Nations was established out of this thinking. It became an important platform to solve international disputes and carry out negotiations. The main responsibility of the League of Nations was understood to be avoid war. After the First World War, major changes came about in Europe and outside Europe. For example, earlier empires in Europe collapsed and new nations come into being. Many European countries had their colonies in the continents of Africa and Asia. Movements for independence started in these colonies. These movements challenged the hegemony of the European nations. League of Nations was established after the First World War to establish peace, but it did not succeed at preventing war. Autocratic regimes came up in Germany, Italy, Spain, and other countries. All these developments culminated in the Second World War. Second World War. The Second World War was fought between 1939 and 1945. It proved to be far more destructive than the First World War. Not only was it more widespread compared to the First World War, but also more advanced technology was employed in this war. Countries which took part in the Second World War once again faced a situation of economic crisis. Countries involved in the Second World War: Allied powers: Britain, France, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, India, Soviet Union, China, America. Axis power: Germany, Japan, Italy. America played a major role in the Second World War. It had manufactured nuclear weapons. In order to end the war, it dropped two nuclear weapons on two cities of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, on 6 and 9 August 1945, respectively. The Second World War ended with the defeat of Germany in Europe and of Japan in Asia. Among the many events that took place in the world after the Second World War was the beginning of the Cold War. 1945 to 1991 is the long period of the Cold War. Cold War. America and the Soviet Union, who were allies in the Second World War, became competitors as soon as the war got over. The cooperation between them gave way to rivalry. This rivalry occupied a period of 40 to 45 years of international politics. There was no open war between these two countries, but there was such tension in their relations that it seemed that a war could erupt any time. The concept of Cold War is used to describe the condition where there is no actual war, but there are such tension in the circumstances that they may be responsible to cause war. In this period, America was already a superpower, but Soviet Union also tried to become a superpower by making nuclear weapons and by increasing its military might. The struggle for power, armed race, differences in ideologies, attitude of checkmating each other by strategies and counter strategies gave rise to the Cold War. Effects of the Cold War: creation of military organizations. During the Cold War, both the superpowers created military organizations. The respective superpowers took up the responsibility of the security of the countries, joining the military organization led by them. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was a military organization under the dominance of America, while the Warsaw Pact was a military organization under the command of the Soviet Union. Bipolarization of the world. During the Cold War, most countries of the world joined either of the two superpowers bloc. Such a division of the nations of the world in two groups is bipolarization. The scope of the Cold War increased due to this. The sphere of tension spread. The superpowers started producing arms on a large scale to outsmart each other. There started a rivalry to make more and more destructive weapons and to acquire the technology required for the same. But soon, both the superpowers realized that the arms race may endanger international peace. Hence, efforts towards arms control and disarmament also happen during this period. Creation of regional organizations. Developing nations created regional organization at the regional level in the order to ensure mutual cooperation in the context of the superpower rivalry. They felt that economic development was more important. European countries came together and formed the European Economic Community, while the Southeast Asian countries, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, etc., established the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. Non alignment. In the period of Cold War, while the world was becoming bipolar, there were some countries which did not want to join the superpower rivalry. Such nations decided to stay out of the Cold War rivalry. Their policies is known as non-alignment. Non-alignment was an important moment during Cold War. Non-alignment movement. The Asian and African countries which became independent after the Second World War supported the idea of non-alignment. This movement started from 1961 under the leadership of India's Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, President of Yugoslavia Marshal Tito, President of Egypt Gamal Abdul Nasser, Dr. Sukarno, and Prime Minister of Ghana Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Evaluation of the non-alignment movement. The non-alignment movement has opposed colonialism, imperialism, and racism. It has encouraged the resolution of international disputes by peaceful means. India led this movement under the guidance of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. India continued to actively support the movement afterward as well. Even after the end of the Cold War, the importance of the movement has not reduced. The non-alignment movement is based on internal principles of humanism, global peace, and equality. It has inspired the less developed countries to come together. It has encouraged the resolution of international dispute by peaceful means. While taking a firm stand on disarmament, fostering human rights, the non-alignment movement put forth the problems of poor, undeveloped countries firmly. This movement made a demand of new International Economic Order (NIEO). Summarizing briefly, the significance of the non-alignment movement has not reduced even if the Cold War is over. It inspired the less developed countries to come together. It brought several new streams of economic and social changes into international politics. It gave these countries the confidence to assert themselves with respectful in international politics.